A lot of people are hating on the new Fate collab in Honkai Star Rail, and today we're gonna talk about why this is happening and what the community is actually wrong about. And with wrong, I mean the things that actually deserves to be hated and the things that are actually a little bit good. So if you want to see an opinion or you're a little bit clueless about what's happening in Honkai Star Rail, let's talk about it. So first of all, we have to consider that the Fate collab took almost 1 year, if not more, to be prepared, and a lot of people were excited for it. I was so excited, and to go straight to the point and start with the main thing, the story of this collab and how they presented it, this was not a 1 out of 10 story or something like that. No, it had some cool moments. It was not too long, but the problem with it is that it's kind of Honkai Star Rail didn't want to branch out as much to present the story of Fate and give us the feeling that this is a Fate collab. Okay, they really did well, kind of well, in presenting the character of Saber, but other than that, putting that in Pinnacle and trying to, I don't know, they're trying to present something, but they're not succeeding in it. And for people who like Fate, this is not the vibe that we get from Fate. I'm really not sure why they did that. Do they want to keep the game for kids, or they couldn't do it because the people in charge of Fate didn't let them, or the third option is that they were lazy. And regardless of all of that, as a Fate story, as something that we liked for Fate, that wasn't good, to be honest. That really wasn't good. And we also had the same problems with storytelling that we were talking about since forever. And the thing is, even though we saw the story with Final and things like that and how it was really a little bit of a improvement, this showed the inconsistencies again and how the storytelling was a little bit boring. Although it had one moment that is good, but other than that, the story didn't really deliver. And that's probably the most important thing that people are waiting for, the story and the characters. And the story, they really didn't do a good job. That's it. Of course, for people that do not care, people who didn't even watch Fate, they might like it more than people who like Fate. And that's so bad. Do you see how bad that is? Now, of course, again, there were some inside jokes. The only people who are fans of Fate will understand it. And it was a cool thing, to be honest. But you know, there wasn't so many references. So to me, the story was like a 4 or a 5 out of 10. So it was basically mid. It wasn't the worst thing in the world, but it wasn't really good. It didn't give Fate what it deserves. But we have another element in this, which is the characters. And this is where I will draw another line, where the characters, this is where they actually did kinda well. Before we continue, this video is sponsored by El Dorado, a marketplace for in-game currencies, accounts, top-ups, items, and boosting with cheaper prices and secure transactions. And they do have items and currencies for a lot of different games. El Dorado will be the best for you because it's fast, safe, and cheaper. Genshin, Honkai, ZZZ, any gacha game that you can think about, and also even MMORPGs, Fortnite, Valorant, it is huge. And with all of these discounts, you can also get another discount by using the code stioorg or using the link in the description and pinned comment, so make sure to do that. Now for the design, if we start with Archer, it might have been a little better, but I will not talk about that. The gameplay for Archer, though being a free unit, was really good. And I did see how a lot of people did like it. It's a new free unit that everybody got. It is really fun to play as a hunt character that is single target and have that much damage, because Archer as a character is also a very powerful one. So they made him powerful, that's good, and he's free, and also achieved the animations. His skill animation is really cool, his ultimate is good, and yeah, so they did well in designing the character and making him have a good gameplay, and also he's free and a very powerful one. We will talk about power in a little bit, but let's move on to Saber, the limited character. Now for Saber, I think her ultimate is probably the best animated ultimate of all, because I really like the Excalibur, and I really like how there is 2 different animations for it, and the fact that Saber can still have the Excalibur and use it as a skill after using the ult is really, really cool. Now this is one of the things where I could say that yes, the story wasn't good, but the characters were actually so good, not only good. Now put it in perspective with any other Honkai Star Rail character, and you would see that they actually did really good. This is not just for a collab. This is a good character that they designed, regardless of the collab. Good gameplay, very powerful too, and I really, really like her. And I really like the character. It was really good. The thing is, you know, my source here is Brightwin, but she's a tier 0.5 character, and Archer is being a tier 0 character is cool. Now I know that the MOC is good for Archer, and it might change in the future, so we might see saber go up to tier 0, but other than that, I like the teams for Archer and how he can use some older characters, especially Sparkle, which is really something I want Honkai Star Rail to do more, which is to make a character that works with really older characters. But anyway, that was a really good thing. That was a really good point. So for characters and character design and their power and all of that, they did a good job. And the Fate collab as a whole event was basically just okay for a Honkai Star Rail event. It was good, it had some cool things, but the story was so mid, and especially for people who are interested in Fate, it would probably say that the story was bad. So what does that mean? Here is what I did. I did something so that I can tell if this is the worst collab ever. I did try to compare it to other games and on how they did the collab. Of course, it wasn't the worst, but we shouldn't have a really low bar for collabs, because if we do have that, the collabs will always be shit. And you have to take into consideration the thing that I said in the start. This collab took 1 whole year. This is not what should be expected from a 1-year collab where they had their time. They had plenty of time to do this, but they actually failed in delivering that. So as you've seen me in the video, I wasn't really mad. I wasn't trying to hate on it. Of course, I was saying it was made and all of that, but when you consider the fact that it took a whole year to do this garbage, it's really bad. This is me talking as a Fate fan now, okay? Because this was not what somebody who likes Fate deserves. This is also kind of disrespectful to the whole IP. So it's not really good. And I'm not even like the biggest Fate fan ever. No, it's not even in my top 20 animes or something. No. But the worst thing of it all is that this is not even going to impact Hoyoverse at all. People are going to keep spending, and yeah, they're not gonna see anything wrong with this. Because again, yes, they delivered on the characters, but this is a big wasted potential. The story merely serves any idea of the anime of Fate. It's just like showing people who play Honkai Star Rail, oh, look, Fate exists. I think that's the only thing that I can see that they did. And I kind of really understand how some people who play it are okay with this. Okay, you can play the game, you can like it, but you cannot just defend this and go on, oh, it's okay. Then can you just admit that this is bad? And it is not going well at all for the game. Like, people are hating so much now, and if you see, and like on Twitter, the Honkai Star Rail is trending, and this doesn't happen often, but it's kind of trending because how people are just complaining about the Fake Collab. And yeah, that was the Fake Collab. Big disappointment, and that's why people are hating. If you played the event, tell me what you think in the comments. Don't forget to like and subscribe. Yeah, that was the video. Bye bye.